What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Real Talk. And if I'm being honest, I'm actually really excited to talk about this one today, just because what I'm going to share with you today is like where the rubber meets the road. When it comes to lawn tips, and everybody, we all watch all these videos and we're trying to get the best tip, right? Well, the tip I'm going to give you today is where the rubber meets the road. And so I'm going to tell you what that tip is. And then I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 examples of specifically what I do in my lawn. And I'm going to share those with you. Now, they may or may not, attain to you, but maybe you get something out of it. So make sure you stick around. Again, if you're new here, these Real Talks, I just set the camera up, I press record, and I talk. I just want you guys to see the real me, have a really real conversation, and none of the fancy editing, none of the music, and all the cool stuff. So let's get into it. So what is the tip? Well, as we get towards the end of the year, it's currently November 5th. We're getting some freezing weather next week, and the lawn season is pretty much over. And so what I do at the end of every single season is I make notes on my phone. And what's really cool about this tip is it doesn't cost you anything. And let me say this first. So the really cool thing about lawn care is it's really the same thing every single year. Now, every spring you're going to do the same thing, every summer you're going to do the same thing, every fall you're going to do the same thing. Now, sure, weather varies depending on different months. Maybe you get your rain in April instead of May this year, or maybe it gets hot in June and a little bit cooler in July, whatever. But you understand my point is that for the most part, like every year, the calendar is going to stay the same. You're going to do the same application about the same time every year. So why do I bring that up? Well, the reason why that's important is because you're going to find that as you go year after year after year, the mistakes that you make or the lessons that you learn or the things that you do in the lawn are repeatable, and they are the same. So here's my tip, and here's what I do. I go up into my notes app on my phone, and I have it, and it's called Lawn Things to Remember. And I write down the things that I learned, the things that I wish I could do over, the mistakes that I made, the wins that I had, whatever. And again, I'm going to go over these specifically, what I have written down right here with you guys. I'm going to share them with you. But I would highly encourage you to write those things down right now while it's fresh in your mind, before you forget, before you get too far into the season. And the reason why is because when that period comes next year, you have a note for exactly what to do and what you did wrong or what you can do to be better. Because again, if you dealt with fungus last year, you're going to deal with fungus next year. If you had an issue, and one of mine is an irrigation sprinkler. If you have an issue with an irrigation sprinkler because it's spraying in one particular area, well, then you're going to have that next year. All right, so let's just get into it, okay? So the first thing that I have written down says, do not syringe your lawn. Now, for some of you, I know you like to syringe, nothing wrong with it. But for me, I have an irrigation system, and the first couple years that I got that irrigation system, I would syringe the lawn to try to cool things down. There's nothing wrong with it. But what ended up happening for me is it ended up leading to more fungus for me. So I stopped doing it. So in order to remind myself, because when it gets hot and humid and it's the middle of July and it's 100 degrees outside and you're watching your lawn sweat and you're just like, man, I really want to syringe the lawn. Well, I've got a note that right here to remind myself, don't do it. And that really seems to help me. The next one says, do not overwater. Less water is better. Even when it's hot, let it go. Again, fungus is something that, especially here in Western North Carolina, fungus is a real concern. Excuse me. And so overwatering is something that I struggle with. So you notice I make another note. Let it go. Less water is better. And that's to help remind me that when it gets hot and humid that I don't need to water. Let it go. And I'll be honest with you, as the years have gone on, I've watered less and my fungus pressure has actually come down, which is a really good thing. Again, why I'm making these notes. The next one says no PGR in summer. First year I started delving into PGRs, I made a huge mistake and I let my PGR stay within the plant for too long. If you don't know what a PGR is, it's a plant growth regulator, and it helps slow down the growth because in the springtime we get a huge flush of growth, and so I like to add a PGR to the lawn just to help me manage the mowing and that kind of thing. Well, I applied it too late and it got really, really hot and did some damage to the lawn, so made myself a note. Do not fertilize in summer. And what I mean is don't over fertilize in summer. Don't push a bunch of growth. Again, having an irrigation system, the water, I'm getting plenty of water. I don't need to over fertilize. So just watch the amount of fertilizer. The next one is a really good tip. It says skip mowing and let the grass relax during summer. We get through spring and we're mowing every 2, sometimes 3 times a week. And then we get to summer and we're mowing once a week, and we just feel like we need to keep up with what we've been used to. So I made myself a note to relax, cut back on your mowing, let it go for a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. Again, that's just another tip to help remind me, because when I get into that summer period and I'm trying to keep up with the mowing, it's okay, let it go. It's a great tip. Another one says, do not seed before September 21st. Don't do it. Be patient. You have plenty of time. Again, when I get into that first bit of September, I start feeling the pressure of wanting to get grass seed down. Maybe I've had a couple cool days and I'm thinking, okay, it's go time. It's time to put down seed. But every year I'm reminded how long fall is, how much time we really have. So wait till September 21st and make sure that you get your timing right. Another great reminder. And the last one says, in late June, turn off sprinkler head by the garage zone 1. Always get fungus from overwatering. And so what that means is I've got a particular zone that I need to cut off. I've got Hunter I-20 heads, and so I can cut off an individual sprinkler head. Well, the sun changes position in the sky, and so my front lawn right now is completely shaded. Matter of fact, it won't get sunlight until maybe April of next year. So like when it snows, that snow just stays there for like weeks, especially if it's not warm enough to melt it, because there's no sunshine. And so what happens is, as that sun moves, it casts a shadow from the top of my roof, and that just stays wet. Starting about in the middle of June. So I made a note. Turn off that sprinkler head, because in the summertime I really need it. In springtime I need that sprinkler head on. So in order to mitigate some of the fungus, I just turn off that sprinkler. So again, these are just some great tips for me. These are what I do. But come up with your own list. Come up with your own list of things that you know in your lawn that will help you, so that when you get into next year, 2026, you can jog your memory and say, hey, I struggled with that last year. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So again, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is one of the best things that has helped me grow year after year after year and not make the same mistakes. So hopefully you found the tips helpful. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but I'm sure just writing it down will absolutely help you. And it doesn't cost you anything. Just make a note in your phone. Really appreciate you guys checking out the video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these real talks. I love to hear from you. If you have a tip, something that you feel like the YouTube community would benefit from, please comment down below and share that with the group. We're all kind of in this together and want to help support and help each other out. So leave me a comment down below. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, please. It helps me. I'm a small creator. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. I'd like to do it by the end of the year. That would mean a lot to me, especially as we move in towards next year. So hit that subscribe button. If you're new, hit that like button. That certainly helps me out. Share the video. That really helps me as a small creator as well. My name is Devin. I am the DIY Lawn Coach. I hope you have a great evening, And thank you so much for coming back for another Real Talk. Peace.